Hey parents, have you ever wondered why today as kids seems so much harder to manage than when we were growing up? Back then, most of us wouldn't dream of talking back to our parents in school. We sat still, listened, and rarely challenged the teacher. But today, things are different. Children negotiate, resist, argue, and have meltdowns in ways that leave many parents and teachers completely frustrated. Punishment doesn't really work. Yelling doesn't work. And constant pampering definitely doesn't work. So what changed? Why did the old ways stop working? One key reason is that the world itself has changed. Years ago, adults lived in a culture of obedience. Mothers were often expected to obey fathers. Employees obeyed their bosses. And many groups in society were expected to simply follow orders without question. Children saw obedience everywhere. It was the norm, so they obeyed too. But today, adults live in a world of equality, rights, and mutual respect. Mothers don't just obey, employees speak up. People stand up for fairness and dignity. Children grow up watching adults claim their voice, and naturally, they want the same. They aren't trying to be difficult. They aren't worse than past generations. They're simply responding to a new world where respect is expected to go both ways. Another big change is the way children grow up. In the past, kids contributed to family life. They helped with chores, took care of siblings, and learned responsibility through real daily experiences. Today, many children are surrounded by love, but have very few opportunities to build capability. Parents step in quickly to help, fix, range, protect, and smooth the path. We don't want our kids to struggle, so we remove every obstacle. We don't want them to be disappointed, so we give more and expect less. But the result is that children enjoy many privileges without learning the responsibilities that come with them. They struggle with frustration, give up easily, or expect others to serve them. It's not because they're selfish by nature, but because they've had few chances to experience their own capability and contribution. To understand the difference between parenting styles, let's imagine a simple scenario. 3-year-old Johnny at breakfast. In an authoritarian household, Mom prepares oatmeal and says, "Eat this. It's good for you." Johnny refuses. Mom lectures, threatens, or punishes. Maybe he takes a few bites, but inside he feels resentment or rebellion. Punishment may stop behavior temporarily, but it teaches children to fear, resist, or hide their actions. In a permissive household, Mom asks, "What would you like for breakfast?" Johnny changes his mind repeatedly: eggs, then toast, then cereal from a commercial until Mom is running in circles. He learns that with persistence, he can control adults. This leads to entitlement rather than responsibility. In a positive discipline home, things look different. Johnny begins the day with small contributions, making his bed or helping set the table, so he already feels capable. At breakfast, Mom offers limited choices. Would you like Cheerios or wheat biscuits? Johnny chooses, but then decides he doesn't like it. Mom simply says, "All right, you may go play." We'll eat again at lunchtime. No anger, no guilt, no special treatment. She lets him experience the natural result of his choice. Later, when he returns hungry, she responds warmly but firmly, "I know you're hungry. Lunch is soon. Next time, you'll choose more carefully." This is the heart of positive discipline, kind and firm at the same time. Kind means respectful and understanding. Firm means consistent boundaries that don't disappear because of whining, guilt, or pressure. So what truly makes discipline effective? You can ask yourself for questions. Is it kind and firm? Does it build the child's sense of belonging and significance? Does it work in the long run, not just for a moment? And does it teach real-life skills such as respect, responsibility, cooperation, and problem-solving? Punishment meets none of these standards. Positive discipline meets all of them. Children also need opportunities to develop core inner strengths like believing I am capable, knowing I can contribute, handling emotions, communicating well, taking responsibility, and making good decisions. These strengths aren't built through shame or fear. They grow through practice, guidance, and meaningful participation. Positive discipline is not about letting kids do whatever they want. It's not permissive, and it's not weak. It is a balanced approach that teaches children how to behave by modeling respect, involving them in decisions, allowing natural consequences, and giving them chances to build capability. So when we find ourselves shouting, bribing, threatening, or giving in, it may be a sign not that our child is impossible, but that our tools are outdated. Our children are no longer motivated by fear. They are motivated by connection, respect, and the chance to feel capable. Positive discipline offers exactly that. It helps us stay calm while staying in charge. It teaches children cooperation without sacrificing self-respect. And most importantly, it builds long-term habits, not short moments of obedience. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to explore this approach with me together. We can raise children who are confident, responsible, resilient, and ready for the world, not because they fear us, but because they feel connected to us. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the next video.